Absolute RKO from out of nowhere. That's what we call that one. So, when they came, okay, simple. Gifts that are made by real people. As we have it. No, we reversed the corner. This guy's cooking. The streak is at risk. No, come across the road. Come across the road. We're doing that. Big issues. I can't switch player. What is going on? Come on, Hans. Open your mind.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gallery today, no rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a brilliant occasion. It's Big Trouble, and they take on the Vanders.
No. Oh my God. I'm stuck in the mud this game. Genuinely. No, I'm not. Thank you, my friend. Wow. That's a flare for me. What's you? No. Maybe the next one. 4 games from Marcus here and Mbappe. I can't wait. Oh, just one there. And this guy's playing angry. Tony team? My Tony, no team in the game because you left, buddy. You're defending that well. Usually this good much. Oh! Green! No. I still have one of those games. Mbappe, yeah, we will keep working, buddy. Good game. Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, 2 games left and we can get the red card. I'm so excited. Yes, please. No. Shoot. Boy, what was you there? And then I can put this red card on. I hope you can go on and play them on. Because it looks so cool. So I redeemed it. Now I redeemed it. I don't know how you redeemed this. I don't know how to do it. Let me get something open and then I'll sort that out. We won't be using one of my in this video, but the next one will be for sure. Thank you. 1-0. Let's get over 3-0 before half time. I don't know what's going on. I really couldn't tell you. I need that. Go. Go Mbappe. Okay, let me actually use my brain. Use your brain. Okay, use your brain. That's a pen. Yeah. Go. Henry! To finish the game! Open up the body! Thierry Henry! Oh, give me the ball, man. I got angry and started tackle. I got so angry, I couldn't get the ball.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EA TV. I'm Bill Burley and I'm joined by Sue Smith on the downstream.
I'm spinning. I'm so angry. And tired. What are you doing? It's literally 5 a.m. on a Saturday night. I'm missing it. You can move it. I never saw it. Really. My streets are not so. I would play at 5 a.m. on Saturday night. Oh, well, 30 minutes to move on to the impression and crying. What happened again? I'm so angry. But that's how they keep it. And he's actually made me sorry how much he wants that. That is credit to him for making me want to just cry. Like, I want to just cry for this game. To have the win, man. Have the win. I'm tempted to say you guys win. I don't care. Tom, you have to build up for me. I'm so close to you really said yo, fuck it. Shut up, boy. This man. I'll give him that. Please score. Thank you. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Please. I don't want to be in the I'm sorry to bring up I'm so sorry. This is why I've been up since 7 a.m. What's up, guys? The Business here, and welcome to episode 3 of the Player of the Month of Mbappe Road to Glory. On our brand new account, we've already packed an insane amount of fun up working towards our first 89 rated squad, and with a seemingly glitched pack in moments, that's where we're heading first. Right, 4 stars pack. Come on, big. No. What? He's not going to be tradable, is he? He's going to be the untradeable one. Oh no, he's tradable. That's nice. Now I don't know if I want to keep him or sell him. 7,000 coins at the moment. Well, yeah, I'll sell him because I won't get all 85s for sure. And 85 banana going to be super handy. Those coins are going to be super handy, that's for sure. Alright, we carry on. We have sold 28 items. We now have 52,000 coins, which of course is extremely valuable to us for multiple reasons. One of those reasons is going to be the fact that we're going to need to be buying lots of 88s and 89s. I did manage to complete marquee matchups just before it expired. But first, heading to the school because we've got another 10 forward pack to engage in.
Here we go about 10 coin pack. Come on again. Let's just up. Argentina. EDM.
Customized gifts that fit every budget.
This Christmas, get a treat with selected phone and SIM on your plans at IT Mobile. Now that's mobile today, right?
Well, Carnival, still 3 extra players we didn't have before, including an 81 Beto. We've actually got a reasonable amount of trading packs here as well, which is quite nice. Beto saved. Right, the gold pack. Just the point. Which ease up. We'll be happy with Viagra. Why not? We've got to get to that mindset again on this account of everything is worth something. Oh, that's why I've got extra packs. It's all the T-phone packs. God damn it, right. Jumbo Premium Gold pack. Here we go. Everything's going to be sold. This could be a walkout. It's not attached. Small gold players pack. Here we go. Nothing good out of this. But Babby, oh no, wait, David Boingo. Oh no, we didn't Boingo. I think we're left with Bupenza. A rare electrum players pack. Oh, give me a big card. Italian, Sentimid, Juventus. I think it's a big card, isn't it? Mixed players pack, prime mixed players pack. German. Then back. Big being a real rifle. Alright, this is alright for a pack like that, it's not too bad. We've got to build this score balance up. We're also going to have momentarily rivals rewards as well. French, centre back, Paris Saint-Germain, Pembe. I actually think I would have preferred it to be Hernandez, to be fair. Yeah, keep Pembe's 13th, man. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we get 80 plus by 2. 48. Stop, baby. Give me that walk out. Well, it might be, I don't know. In these days still. Okay, so 84 and 82, but that's alright from an 82.
You notice he's every goal he's run through, and I haven't run through at one point the whole game. And that Loriente, he's tackling through the leg. So obviously, I didn't do it. I didn't go on the thing before to show it, but now because it's gone on so much, I want to do it now to show that this is what's been going on for that 45 minutes.
Division 8, which is great news.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it now just to show that this is what has been going on the whole time, and that this kid isn't very good. Man, I can't move the controller.
I don't know what that is. I think it's an 8-3, isn't it?
Yeah, can't move the controller.
Oh, I think eBay players rock right now, though, aren't they? Because of market matchups. We've got a Prime Gold Players Pack and a Jumbo Premium Gold 26 pack. American. Sentimid.
Can't move the controller or nothing. And he keeps tackling through me.
It's the Bernardo. Not the highest rating there. Big Man City women
this guy's not good there.
And then last but not least, before we get into the grind again.
Well, that's what every time look at my left back keeping him on side for no reason. While my left back going backwards. Look at Van Dijk. Twice Van Dijk missed the tackle. Just as simple as that. Yeah? So the player won't run any faster than that. Through the middle. Yeah. I didn't go that way. I tried to go to the right. The game forced me to the left. Because it's like magnetism though. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like magnetism is on the controller. Yeah, it's magnetized towards him, so where it doesn't matter where the defender goes. If the defender mistimes or misjudges the run, the ball is magnetized towards him. I can feel the controller magnetizing, like turning away from where I want to go. That's the best way I can. That's the best way I can explain it. Magnetism. No, you just magnetize it back towards him. You miss time tackle and just magnetize back towards him all the time. Yeah. It's just magnetism all the time. He missed time the tackle, and instead of passing the ball into the space that he vacated,
So nice, isn't it?
I just watch this. Look at Pele. Yeah, complete magnetism. It's just constantly magnetized towards it. Yeah. So that's what they've done to the controller. If you want, it won't match up to where I pass the ball, where my analog is. The ball is going somewhere different. So every time he's doing that, look at his, look at my Van Dijk. So look at this with Van Dijk, yeah. This is what's been going on. This is what's been going on in the game the whole time. So look at look at Van Dijk. So he passes the ball there, yeah. So he passes the ball there, right? For some reason, after weeks, we couldn't get that ball. Alright, cool, fair enough. Look at Van Dijk now. Instead of just running, for some reason, he's falling over. Look, he's lost his balance. Like, what? Who's putting them sort of shit in the game? Look at it. I mean, look where the ball is. Look where the ball is, and look when he's trying to tackle. It's stopping him from tackling and passing the ball now. I'm gonna put it on for an extra striker, yeah. So that should have my midfielders running into the box. Just watch. It won't allow. It won't run. It won't change the attack. Nothing. The dynamics are just stuck on one thing. So it's magnetized back towards him on top. He missed it. He blatantly missed the tackle. Ball back to him. All I did was press the direction and turn, and he chose to turn into a different direction. Ball through his foot. Ball through his foot. Ball through his foot. Yeah. Yeah, just magnetizing towards him. So we're gonna look at what magnetism is. Basically, when something's been drawn towards you. Yeah. So, yeah, it's drawing towards him, drawing towards him. Every time I get up into the end of the box, look, it's drawing towards him. It's not being. I'm not the one who's passing it. I just press A, and then it does something different. Look at it. Look at the screen. It's just magnetism. It's not me. I'm just passing it where I'm slinging the person in the open space, and it's going towards the defenders all the time. So I don't know any other way to explain the experience on a controller more than magnetism. So instead of just going to Pele, it goes straight. I say I don't know any other way to explain the what is going on there. That's the best way I can explain. It literally, I can feel it on the controller. I can literally feel it on the controller. Man. Yeah, so Jordan be Loftus Street. Could I get Loftus Street? Huh? Yeah. There's no other way to explain what the experience is like. I've dealt with it for years, and they try to tell me or insinuate or use subliminal message to suggest that what I'm facing is lag. Not lag. No, I can literally, to me, it feels like the controller is twisted or it's moving. It's not actually moving. It's just because of what's going on the screen. Yeah, the visual experience is like that. Look, I mean, it's straight to him. I'm telling you, look at where they was all stood there. Yeah. So he already look at his Pele. Yeah? So you saw when I ran down the line with Janabi or whoever that was, right? Yeah. So look at it. And what more can I do to stop that? Yeah. So I'm gonna play it backwards. Play it backwards. Look at them. Look at Van Dijk. So at this point, the ball was passed. Look at the what's that guy called? Loftus Street and Van Dijk. None of them move. They just stood still. When the ball comes, look at them. Then now, yeah, no, they just let the ball pass them. No, I don't lose games. Is what they're doing. Isn't it? We'll attack this guy. I don't care what. I don't care if he couldn't legally tell me. I don't give a shit. But like, I couldn't care what the reason is behind that. You cannot get away with that. You couldn't. There's no convincing me in the world that that is the situation. I didn't ask to be a part or be involved in whatever this is. It wasn't my choice given. I was not a volunteer, nor would I volunteer to mess up my own mental health. And it's quite simple, isn't it? Look, it's not a person I'm playing with. Like, look at the game behavior of the game. Look at the passing there by him. Look, it's just opening up now. Look at Henry just stood there by himself. Ball can't seem to control the ball. Yeah. Look at my play now. You know, if they're not cutting in the middle like his is, you know, it's a difference. Look at the massive difference. It's all cheating me, innit? I mean, but just like how you saw that me holding up the ball, yeah. Look at him, yeah. So he checked back just like I did. Look at my concealer. Look at Dijon, yeah. All of my players are looking at the different way. If you look, you can't see the skin on their face. You can just see the hair. So that means they're facing the other way. So his players run through. Look at where his player run through. His player run through. Look at Henry. Yeah. Look at Henry. He then passes the ball there. Yeah. And I'm trying to pause it. I'm trying to pause it again. It won't allow me to pause it. It won't allow me to pause it. I'm pressing pause. 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 So I won't do nothing. So again, this is them doing stuff in the country. I don't care what it is. I don't know how you and your country and your fellow white people are gonna work this out between you. I'm not taking a sorry. I'm not taking any apology. I don't care how much money is involved. It really won't make a difference. Eh? I didn't want no. I didn't want to be involved in this. And other people might see you people as somebody to work with. I don't. I would never work with you, man. And if I knew who you were, then I'd find you and attack you anyway. So I clearly don't know who you people are. So that's obvious. That's a dead giveaway that I don't know who you people are, and I didn't work with you. I didn't choose to work with you. That you exploited me, and I attack you with every force in my body. I'll beat you into dust. So let's see how the government explains what the fuck happened there. Yeah. I really like to see how they explain that. Because if you don't know who a set of people are, then you can't be working with them because you know who your employers are. If you don't know who your employers are, you can't complain. If you can't complain but you're working for some anonymous people, then you are being exploited. If you are being exploited to this level and this degree, then well, you could argue that they would obviously want to kill you. Well, so it's just like trafficking, anything like that. You try to escape the exploitation or the gang or whatever is going on, they would try to kill you. So I can lead the pipeline into obviously this was meant to kill me in the end. I can lead the pipeline and relatively compare it to quite a lot of situations that would lead to people being killed as a result of the idea. You show us all this thing about slavery and modern slavery and all this and all that, and how people are mistreated. You know what I mean? And if they try to escape and run, then they punish them and beat them and try to kill them. They show us all the time. So I don't know why you thought it was clever to show me that. I don't know if you were trying to explain, well, what is exactly I was meant to be trying and solve. I don't care about that. Though. Like I said, it's up to our next man. When I saw them videos, the same thing I said to them. I stand by my word. I said, if somebody did that to me, I'd kill them. That's simple, and I would. If somebody locked me up in a house, invite me to a different country, and promise me a better life, only to take my passport and take all my money, I'd kill them. Like, it's not, no, it's not. It's just true. That's just how it is, isn't it? It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a smart person.
We should be in for a
Mm.
terrific contest. It's the bloated ticks, and they take on the founders. Yes, thanks as always.
It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a smart person. Like I said, they were covertly medicating me as well. So there is psychologists and psychiatrists involved, and I guess there's some sort of, I don't know what they are, but I don't care what they are. I will attack them for it. But yeah, I really mean not. I have no concern. It wouldn't have made a difference. You could be the fucking Italian mob for I give a shit. I really don't care who you are. And if I don't care who them man is, trust me, I don't care who you are. Dude. You ain't getting away with that. Because if I weren't smart enough to figure my way around it, I certainly would not have sued you for you to say, oh, it was merely a job and we didn't want to tell you because if you knew, then you wouldn't be motivated. That really wouldn't matter to me. You can take that out of your explanation right off the button. I don't care about England like that. I mean, England certainly don't care about me. And it's quite simple. I've been told if somebody did that to me, I kill him. I don't know, you can't be that soft in this world, but simply can't be that soft. Like I can just feel the magnetism and control. Like when I'm dribbling, it's drawing me towards the defender. If I press left and the defender is on my right, it draws me to right when even the controller is pointing left. I'm not pressing the wrong thing. I'm not fucking seeing things. I know exactly what I'm seeing and nobody's convincing me otherwise. So they try to exploit me and then obviously I don't know, I guess they needed to tell the world something. Or they needed to tell everybody what something so they could do it without being interrupted by the public. And I guess that's the reason why they can't just eliminate me as a result because too many people already know. So they thought the best thing they could do. They thought the best thing they could do is well put him in a hospital so that way they don't kill him. I know, and anybody asks about him, he won't be able to explain it because he can't speak properly or he's all drugged up by antipsychotic medicine. So trust me, there is no amicable solution. I ain't backing now. I'll stick to my word. Try to exploit me, kill it for it. Simple as that. I will do it. There's nothing we can say that will change that. You know what I mean? Nothing I said changed anything over the last however long this has been going on. Nothing I said changed it. So I certainly do believe in equality. I really do. Don't put yourself in hospital of your own volition and never leave. Otherwise you're dying. Bro. Plain and simple in front of you. Putting out there for everybody. Everybody. The police will come and investigate me because of the things that I said. In fact, why did they not investigate you, man? I mean, quite simple, innit? Is it who's alright? Look at this shit, man. I'm tell you, the ball being magnetized towards the opponent. But there's no fucking reason for that to be happening. And now they're trying to pass it off as lag. It's not lag because it wouldn't go to the opponent because lag don't affect what the AI does. Yeah. Look at the players instead of them running into sensible space, they're all drawn to an offside position. You know, have to be a part of your stuff. Yeah. Like I say, you notice every time they score, they're scoring in the same way. They're constantly breaking into this random space from behind. But I never get in behind from. I never pass a true ball, a true pass through, and just into an obvious pass. I always have to break down the opponent. And so I guess the pros want to know how to break down the opponent. So it's exploitation. Because then pros go to tournaments and make money. I guess then give them money, innit? I guess every time the pros be taught something, I guess they've got trainers that they pay, don't they? And pros, innit? So it does make sense. Wherever when I do something, they go and tell them because they know what they do to the game. So anyway I'm scoring, anyway I'm defending, you go and tell the pros, innit? And then they get to play because they're breaking into the box is an automatic thing. Breaking into the box is an automatic thing where you have no control over that. The game does it on its own. I mean, you have no the whole running in behind mechanic. It's not done by you, the player. It's done by the game. So by taking that out of your game, it forces you to constantly have to break down a wall of defense. And if you're breaking down this wall of defense, they know what they have done. And if you're breaking down this wall, yeah. So just watch this. This is the typical example I'm talking about. So you can obviously see that humongous space in there. You can see that Pele is shielding off my guy. So look, instead of just passing in the space, yeah, look, instead of just passing it into that space, the Pele can twist and run past him. He's faster, better agility. Yeah, look what it does. This is what I'm talking about. It's magnetism too. It's constantly keeping the defenders at this level. So Pele now holds the ball. Yeah. So instead of controlling the ball on his left, I can't choose what foot it controls it. Yeah. So instead of controlling the ball on his left, what does Pele do? Controls it on his right. All right, cool, fair enough. That's not the problem. But look at where my guy is. This is what it allows. You know what I mean? That's what it allows. So instead of just taking the ball and any real life football, we just control the ball on his left. That would have left. If he controls it on his left, he would have pulled the ball to this direction, which would have completely finished the defender. The defender could not have got back. So what they because like I said, they don't want me to break away. They constantly want me to break down the players. He takes this stupid touch, and immediately the touch taken. Guess what? It allows Thiago Silva to do that. Yeah. Alright, cool. Look again, through my leg, perfect touch through my leg. Yeah. And look at the game. Look, the whole time Thiago Silva, he won't get off me. He won't get off me. He won't get off me. Yeah, see, look at Pele's leg. Thiago Silva won't get off me. Won't get off me. Look, he's got the ball now. The only reason why I got that ball is because he fell. Look at Pele's leg now. I mean, look at it. So I can't turn while that is happening. His legs through his leg. Can't turn. I've got to wait for the game. Yeah. Look at Company. Realistically, Company should have just grabbed that ball. I'm backwards and backwards and backwards. Yeah. So just like how he took the ball here on his left, that's what he should have done in the initial effect. Just like how he did it on his left. Guess what? Thiago Silva would have just been behind him, just like how Thiago Silva is behind him, no? So you can know he's taking the ball up there. That's what he would have done to him automatically. They've done something to the game for them to take them stupid touches because it allows the player to get back or allows the midfielder who is running back to just come and get the ball off me. It's because I'm not allowed to just run in behind. So they're constantly trying to use me. It's clear exploitation. Clear. They're trying to use me to figure out how to play the game in situations like that. Because there's obviously situations like that in real life when you're forced to take that sort of touch. But I end up taking that touch every fucking time. So watch me go into this game now. Watch this game what it's like. Because if I play 10 games, I'm lucky if I win 5 out of 10. If I play 10 games, I'm lucky if I win 5. And I stick to my word, and nobody's exploiting me. I don't know you, man. I don't care how white you are. You can send every subliminal message that I should leave all you want. That would only make you feel safe, and you're never going to feel safe. No. I ain't feeling safe, you ain't feeling safe. It's just how the world works.
My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start.
Don't start trouble if you don't want trouble. That's what I see the world.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would
Whoever you man are, send every subliminal you can under the sun. Don't start trouble if you can't. If you don't want trouble, and trust me, you have trouble. So when it's all said and done, let the Greater Manchester Police and the British Police come and tell me that I should have gone and sought help. Can't sought help from anybody. I made my statement. You're right, very so. Because I know exactly what I'm saying. The British police did not investigate what was going on here. Exploitation is technically a crime. If I was out here exploiting people, I would have the NCA at my door. Yeah, I would have the NCA at my door if I was exploiting people. So tell the police to come. 'Cause that's all they're gonna hear in an interrogation of any sort. That's what they're gonna hear. If it was the other way around, you man would be kicking off my door. Yo, from telling you, yeah. Why is Bernardo Silva there? Through the middle. Look, straight back to him. Wow, watch this now, yeah. So you can see, yeah, over the top to him. Look at Pele. Let's watch Pele. Alright. Look at what Pele did, yeah? Just look at what Pele did there. Why Pele fucking came towards me is unknown to me, and it happens so often. I just knew what was going to happen. You heard me say, look at Pele. Just watch what Pele did. Look at Pele. Where is he going? I'm telling you, you're exploiting me. You people, this might be England, and you man run the ground here. But trust me, you try to run me into the ground. And I take that highly offensively. Very offended. I don't care how you man care about it. I don't care what you man do anywhere else. Well, I find you highly offensive. So I look at Pele, yeah? The moment, look at it, yeah? Moment he got the ball. The fucking moment he got the ball. Watch this. Why is he coming towards me? Yeah, you saw what happened with his Thierry Henry, where his Thierry Henry was stood up. Look at him. Yeah? Why is he coming towards me? Yeah? Because if I had passed that ball, as you can see, Van Dijk is blazing towards that centre. Van Dijk would have got the ball. So why is he not just stood up there where I can just simply chip the ball up over the fucking players? And just Pele would have just been there. Look where Pele ended up. the pass wouldn't have made sense, and that was a 50-50 pass that what it turned out to. Why did I end up having to risk a 50-50 situation in that? It doesn't make sense for that to happen because I don't the 50-50 isn't 50-50 in this game for me. I mean, a 20-80 situation is 80% the opponent's ball. But like I say, just watch Van Dijk. Van Dijk is bearing towards the middle, and he would have got the ball. I know the game. I know exactly what would have happened. Van Dijk would have got that ball if I tried to pass it. But like I say, look where Pele is. Just why is he not standing there like everybody else? Isn't it? Like, everybody else would have stood there. The opponents always stood there, and that is the situation. I don't know who you man are, blood. I don't care who you man are. I don't care what you man get up to. But if I decide that nah, it's not on blood. If you did that to somebody who I considered a loved one, it would have been the same result. And trust me, I love myself. But trust me, it's no sad story or sub story. It's just telling you how it is, isn't it? Because nobody told me what was going on. Everybody stood by and watched what happened to me. Oh, if he survives, isn't it? But guess what? I survived. Nobody's victim, man. Again. Trust me, take you, man. I'm offended by you, man. But very offended. Very fucking offended by you, people. Leave it at that. Very offended by you, man. So I don't think it's possible to take something more personal. Don't know who you, man. I'm not interested in being around you, man. But, so, take you, man. Highly offended. Highly offended. Like I say, I'm curious when I find you. I'm curious to hear what the police has to say about it. What they're gonna say. I'm gonna say, I told you, man, what was going on. I told you I don't know who these people are. I would never work with them. I don't agree with the way they do things. It's not my business, but I just wouldn't fuck with them like that because I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? I'm no snitch. I don't give a fuck like that. If it's my loved one or a friend that I consider somebody I care about, then yeah, I'll defend it, innit? But nobody help me, man. I'm gonna put the police in a situation where they have to choose. I'm gonna put the prosecutors and everybody in a situation they have to choose. Just like how I was ignored. Well, let's see when it gets down to that. If you man are ignored, I already know the answer to you, dog. Trust me, I do. Well, just to prove a point. Mhm. It's always about proving that point. It really is about that. It really is about proving a point. I already anticipated the reaction and the behavior as a result of it. I made peace with that. Though. Everybody gonna know that I was telling the truth. I know exactly what was going to happen. Just like you man try to prove to people that what you man were saying is true, so you can get to do what you want. The same sentiment is playing out against you. I prove to everybody that what I'm saying is true, and then I can do what I want to because apparently that's how it works. All you have to do is prove to people that what you're saying about somebody is true, and it allows you to do anything you want to do. Then, so I'm gonna just use your own games at you. Innit? I mean, I guess you probably won't feel good on your man's side, but who cares, innit? I don't think feelings matter in this game. You know what I mean? I really don't think feelings matter. I had to sit down and watch other people enjoy themselves and then made to feel like I'm a jealous, bad-minded person. I don't really like that. I really don't appreciate that. I really don't appreciate that. So it's better if you leave, like, you know what I mean, and everybody who was with you. Otherwise, I'm coming after all of you. So simple as that. You know, I don't care who is upset that I'm saying it. I don't care what petition you man are signing, but you man vacated the European Union so that you wouldn't have to face any human rights court. Trust me, you ain't stand a chance here, but you don't stand a chance here. And vacated the European Union so you could do this. So it shows that you had a plan to violate my rights in every way, shape, or form. But the rest of the UK is still inside of Europe. The rest of the UK, which really doesn't make sense in a political standpoint, in a legal standpoint. I don't think that should make sense. Mhm. I don't think that should make sense. So Britain has already gave it away, innit? Like what they were up to. They intended on doing some fucked up shit. And what exactly they were doing, I'm just gonna associate that it's something to do with me. I will assume because it doesn't make sense, innit? So is is Wales still a part of Europe? So if you look through, Wales still a part of Europe. If you look through the history, Wales is a part of Europe and is located on the Isles of Great Britain. The EU does not recognize Wales as a country, depending on how one does defines Eastern Europe. England and Wales could be considered part of the region, right? Yeah. So Wales is not considered a country. All right, cool. So Scotland. So I know exactly why they got out of it. I know. Well, it's not for that part. It's not that time. Scotland have voted to remain with the EU until however, the UK government and EU announced agreement on core elements of the future relationship on the 24th. So Scotland is still a part of it. So all these countries make up the United Kingdom, and obviously England is the head of the United Kingdom. So how can the head of the United Kingdom leave the European Union and everyone else remains? Because they're further from fucking Europe than the rest. England. I mean, that don't make sense. Yes, Ireland is a part of Europe. There you go. So technically, they don't consider Wales because I guess Wales is a very small country in itself, and it's really like a city, like a big city. And that's how they probably consider it. But when you look at it from that standpoint of view, England exited Europe. What was England up to? Why they needed to exit? Because it wouldn't make sense after pumping so much money inside of this thing. Yeah, pretty much the main leaders, they pretty much run the shit, you get me? Why would you just give all that up unless you knew that the Europe or the European laws would cause an issue? So you needed to vacate them laws, and you need to get out of Europe. So the European law does not apply to yourself because you know you were up to something where that would become a problem in the future. I mean, clear as day, innit? So Brexit, UK withdrawal from Europe. But it's not the UK who withdrew. Ireland still remains, Scotland still remains. Wales was never considered a country unto itself. Yeah. So why did they feel the need to run out of that? What were they doing? I mean, uh, Brexit meaning yeah, The withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. The report warned that Brexit would reduce the EU's potential GDP. She told the news conference she wanted Brexit negotiations to go smoothly. So what people don't realise about Brexit, or what my understanding about Brexit is, everything got more expensive as a result of leaving the EU. So this whole cost of living shit that they're talking about now is actually as a result of Brexit. They don't want to tell people that that is really that what some people voted for really fucked everyone over. Mm-hmm. So travel costs, travel is more expensive. The right to move is more expensive. All of these things became more expensive as a result in Britain. Trading got more expensive. Everything got more expensive. Hmm. So these men claim to be economists and strategists and these type of people in it. They've got watchdogs all over the place. They got all these different type of things in it, which basically means these people are analysts. They can see the projection, and they would have me believe that they more often get their projections right. But they clearly could have predicted how it would affect everything, life, living, food, everything. So everything is going up for a reason, and it's because of Brexit. And they would have been able to predict that because they would know people who control the trading industry, the food industry, the gas industry, oil industry, all of these people would have known that this would have a massive impact on everything. You know what I mean? Because instead of you paying £5 per litre, you're paying 10 because all these different, I guess, um, taxes start getting applied to it, which didn't apply before. They would have known that. So if they would have known that prior to leaving, why would they want to leave? What was the hasty exit? If you break into someone's house, if you break into someone's fucking house and they come home, you're trying to get out of there, innit? Otherwise, you're gonna have to do something that you probably didn't plan on doing. So you can see the hasty exit from Britain kind of made a lot of sense. Well, listen, what they call it bilateral. I don't even know what none things mean. I don't care what it fucking means. I remember seeing a lot going on. Innit? It just came out of nowhere. This issue about leaving, and they tried to say, "Oh, they're putting too much money within the EU." Yeah, they're pumping this and that into the EU. But strangely enough, these people who are making that argument that they're giving too much money to the EU, the cost of living was a lot better because they are put in the pot and it makes the overall thing cheaper. So that's the idea. If you in Jamaica we used to call it partner. Yeah. So I don't know what anybody would say we call it, but we used to call it a partner drug. So in school, what we do is say the group of friends, we all put £100 at the week, yeah, every week. So and at the end of the month, one person gets theirs. You get me, innit? Or even every week, one person gets theirs. So if you got what 10 people every day, all 10 of you, put 50 quid every day. And at the end of the week, you know what I mean, 10 times 50, 500. So one person will get 500 at the end of the week. So obviously that carries on until everybody gets theirs, you know what I mean? Sometimes in the end, people got fucked over. In the end, it was always be like that. Somebody will always get screwed, and it becomes a situation at the end of it. That's just the nature of how things work. Mm-hmm. Anybody that knows what partner knows that's it. So what the European Union does is what we did in school, and that's what it was about, innit? Everybody puts in, and everybody gets out the equal. Yeah. So them leaving it that makes no sense on paper because if they were paying 100 million a year to the European Union, guess what? It balanced itself out. It made sense at the time. Yeah. Now they're not paying 100 million. They've exited the European Union. Technically, they're paying more than 100 million a year now as a result of leaving. So what exactly were they doing that they needed to get the fuck out of that situation? So whether or not people wanted to or not, that law would apply to them. Because that's how the law works. The law is funny like that. It doesn't matter your personal viewpoints on these situations. It really doesn't. But the law will apply. So, i.e., you go into a courtroom, you're accused of theft, murder, rape, abuse, violence, anything like that. It doesn't matter what them people think. The laws, they have the statutes, the laws, the bills, all these things. They are specifically laid out. So even if my man's got some grievance against you, some bad vibes against you, bad mind, you malicious, anything, don't wouldn't matter because laws are black and white. hmm The laws are black and white, so it wouldn't make much of a difference there. And I assume that's why they had to fucking get out of it. And why they got out of it, yeah, is this European human European human rights. So one UK, everyone's rights shall be protected by law. No one shall be deprived of his life intentionally, save in the execution of a sentence of a court. So, i.e., you commit a crime, they prove it, yeah, they can take your liberties there. But otherwise, they have to fuck off and leave you, you know. And if they don't fuck off and leave you, they pose a threat, an existential threat. You believe that they were a threat. You played no part in the threat that they posed to you. You have the right to self-defense, the right to a fair trial. Okay, cool. The article, the UK, no punishment without law. So this is really key here. That's why they got out of the fucking European Union because all of this would apply to them. Guess what? You get in a situation where you were mistreated and punished for no legitimate reason. Guess what? Yeah, you could run to the courts of human rights, whether or not them people like you or agree to what was going on there really wouldn't matter because they won't agree to it. Why? Why these things exist is because they themselves might not like you, but they can't allow that to go on because just in case that problem comes knocking at their fucking door, that's why they stop it. That's why these things exist. It's not the commons man personal issue. It's that they just don't want the law to have too much power that can kick your door off without a warrant. So it weren't really hard to spot why, you know what I mean? It's basically that. So they can just punish you, punish you, punish you. That's why Britain exited it because now that law doesn't apply to them anymore. It's solely the law within the country. And what the lawmakers fucking decide. I ain't running nowhere, my nigga. Trust me. I'm on it with you, man. Bro. Because no matter what, you have what you call you still have crimes against humanity laws, plain and simple. And that's it, and there's always a backup. So they thought they'd get out of that. And then I'll just go after them crimes against humanity. You know? So unless somebody declared me a non-human or non-biological entity or an alien, then the law still applies to me. You know what I mean? So it's not complicated to see why they scapegoated the situation and exited. They exited one in 2016 because they were doing something. They knew they were up to something that would pose a problem to them because if anybody speaks, it becomes an issue and then big thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know how when them sorts go on, don't really. It's not a silent thing when human rights and all that get involved. It never stays silent. You know what I mean? So it's not hard. Is it? So it says no one shall be held guilty of a criminal offence on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a criminal offence under the national whatever. I mean, you don't really have to read much more to really see what he's saying. If you commit a crime and the police can't prove it, you aren't fucking brought to court and you're found guilty in a court. Legally, you cannot be punished. You cannot be locked up. None of these things can be done without the proof. So the NHS coming to my door all the fucking time, always trying to fuck with me and trying to put me in hospital. Guess what? One phone call to the hero, them what they call the human rights act, and people would get on to them people, whoever runs the EU, and then that would become a problem because then they'll have to justify these things. But without the European law directly attributed to them, they can do these things based on what they decide within the country, plain and simple. I'm quite aware of that. And obviously, that is a part of my defense to say that, well, Britain clearly was doing something. They pretended like it was all about money and them spending hundreds of millions on the EU. But when you really think about it, they're paying more now. The general man, since 20, what was it, 2015, I think it came in. Instead you paying 90p for a bread, you're now paying £1.80. You get me? It's 100% gone up because all of these little things now trading and all these things start being affected. They're paying £1 more for everything essentially. So the complaint that they're putting money inside of these things, they had no relevance. They had no relevance, and they somehow convinced quite a lot of ignorant people who knew exactly what was going on and what is going on within the borders of this bit, or people who were convinced out of ignorance. Mhm. But they tried to make it out all about immigration and you know what I mean, saying that well they're putting all this money in, they have no control of their borders, blah blah blah. All nonsense, you know what I mean? Because certain things still happen to this day, so you can really see if everything they complained about was the reason. You pay more money for food and everything, water, electric, gas, all these things are more money because guess what? Majority of these things, they're pipelines that's running from different places that have to come here. They pay more for it. The immigration, well, without it's still the same or worse. So every justification they use to convince people or manipulate them to leave the EU has gotten worse. So if it's all got worse, then that wasn't the motive for leaving. They were up to something else. I don't know if it's solely about me, but there's probably a lot of things connected to people like me and myself that they did not want to become an international problem. But yeah, so these guys get to run rampant now. Yeah, these particular men get to fuck with you know. Yeah, I mean, no, you don't need a fair trial anymore. They can just do whatever they want. It's like before the EU came into place. So all these things. So when was this deployed? I can't remember doing after. Well, you get the point, and these people can just do all sort of fuckery now. And guess what? Less people are fine getting through the courts, less court cases are being put in front of a judge. A lot of these things are now way more than they have ever been. The moment they left the EU, certain things have gone mad in it. You know what I mean? So ever since they've left the EU, the European Union, pure of these shit start going in. I mean, less court cases, less things are being heard, blah blah blah. Because guess what? The people that would make a problem for them and could sanction England don't legally have any rights over them. They can just give advice. No, that's it. They can just merely make an advice before they could sanction them. So England likes to sanction every fucking person that comes through this door. Now they technically can't be sanctioned legitimately. And like I said, every justification they gave for leaving has gotten much worse now. So did they make a bad choice? Was that ignorance or incompetency? Or the reason they really gave publicly had something different behind? So fuck it up then.